The next matchup we're going to dive into, Pittsburgh at Houston. Feels like, Houston is balling right now. One of the best passing offenses in the league. Rookie under center. Do you think they're going to keep that going against what is a good Pittsburgh offense?
I think so. I think, the Steelers are a good defense and a good team, but they aren't incredible in terms of a defense right now. Like every week, it seems like Patrick Peterson is being targeted by a wide receiver and is giving up plays because Patrick Peterson has been an incredible player throughout his career. But right now, I think we know that you don't really want him in matchup situations against players who are 10 years younger than him at times. So I think that we can look at what the Texans have been doing, and they've really struggled because their offensive line's been so banged up. But Laramie Tunsil's coming back this week. I believe they're getting another lineman healthy. That should be huge. I'm not sure if I could bring myself to start Dameon Pierce yet because he's looked really rancid. He's 18th in touches, but his yards per carry is like way down towards the bottom. But the wide receivers, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, I think you can start them quite confidently. And even Robert Woods if you really need someone at a push. Dalton Schultz is somebody who's droppable in redraft. He's been just not anywhere close to what we hoped he might be. He's a 12% target share, not getting high volume touches, not getting high value touches either. So I would be looking for a better option in him. And on the Steelers side of things, Pat Freiermuth is pretty much a similar kind of player where we really need to see him suddenly start earning targets at a much higher rate. He's like 3 targets per game or so, which isn't really going to help you whatsoever unless he starts getting touchdowns. The Steelers aren't scoring lots of touchdowns because they're joint last in plays per drive with 4.7, which is tied with the Jets. That's how bad this offense is going at the minute. Matt Canada came out today and said that he wants to get the running game going and vary it more because they run typically from a heavy personnel. But he said his main worry about that was making mistakes. When you worry about making mistakes, you're showing your hand. Like Mike McDaniel isn't out there worrying about making mistakes. Kyle Shanahan isn't out there worrying about making mistakes from playing running, matchups differently. So, yeah, I mean, it's worth pointing out. I mean, I've been incredibly harsh on Najee Harris over the last couple of years. He is top 10 in broken tackle rate. He's not doing anything in particular, and he's seeing less work than anyone who drafted Najee Harris would like, but he's playing okay-ish. And against this Texans team, I feel like it might be possible that Najee Harris is actually okay this week.
Yeah, maybe hold your nose. I just don't think that he's going to get enough volume to be good. I think okay, maybe. But I think Jaylen Warren, we've heard talks in the week that he's going to start getting more work. And I think that they're basically going to cannibalize each other so that neither of them are startable, quite frankly. The guy I want to talk about, though, Tank Dell, he is him. He's fantastic. We've seen, as Josh Norris points out on the screen, he's not just a slot receiver. He's running outside, and they are using him in such creative ways. We were talking about offenses, the Bills earlier not utilizing Kincaid in creative ways. They're doing that with Tank Dell, and he is such a good route runner that he's getting open. He's commanding the targets. And yeah, I'm really excited about what he could be and what he's going to be. And I think if there's anyone in your league that's not convinced that this is a guy that's a top 36 receiver probably moving forward, I'm happy to go out and acquire him because I'm really excited about what he could be. If you are here, if you are watching, thank you, welcome. If you've not hit the subscribe there's 65% of you watching haven't hit that little button below. Do it right now because all you're doing is missing out on Tom's phenomenal DFS content, dynasty specific stuff, and everything you need to win your fantasy leagues. So hit that little button. It takes a second, and I guarantee you it'll help you win some more fantasy leagues.